Okay, and welcome to another series of the Blue Beauty Awards live LinkedIn sessions and YouTube actually. We are here with our had our guest, our main guest actually today is Jeannie Jarnot. Sorry, I'm just like got a little bit lost it. Jeannie Jarnot, the CEO and founder of Blue Beauty Heroes, and also the founder of the Blue Beauty Awards, which we have just recently launched, and we have presented our judges since yesterday so far. We have Kelly Kovac, Diana Utrotsky, and the new judge Lorraine Delmayer. And today, our chief judge is Jeannie Jarnot. And today we will ask a couple of questions so we can learn more about the Blue Beauty Awards, about how the brands are selected to be the winners, and what are the next plans for these awards. So I start with our first. I do remember our meeting. We were speaking about Blue Beauty Awards for a little while, and I remember the kind of like main meeting in San Francisco we had when we get so excited about doing it. We have just been talking about it for a while, and we thought that this is the time we like to do these awards. Tell me, what have you expected at that moment when we launched this award? And how did you find it after 2 years? This is the third year already. What did you find? Is there anything which is you did not expect it or something?
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. Thank you, Irina. I just want to recognize you for really championing this conversation and this movement, and helping to really organize it in a way that is very constructive, and I think has been really positive for me and for the others involved, and hopefully um, to help recognize innovation. I really started the Blue Beauty conversation from a genuine spark of inspiration, where I learned that, or I heard, kind of heard this concept of companies going blue, where they would actually use their company to not only be green, like be going a step beyond green, but actually working to find ways to make a positive impact on the environment through industry. And specifically because we're in the beauty industry, through the beauty industry, and that's where Blue Beauty, um, the term Blue Beauty came to me, really kind of going this step beyond green beauty. Prior to that, I was really focused on green beauty, thinking about sustainability and ingredients, and Blue Beauty taking it that one step further and looking at, giving back to the environment, trying to, uh, you know, repair damage and make progress and make companies in general be better, as they should be and as they must be. I really feel like this is an imperative for all companies to consider going blue in all the different ways that they can. There are endless ways, and it is getting easier and easier to do that with amazing platforms to help us companies, offset our carbon emissions, better packaging options, all of these things. But when I started, Project Blue Beauty of Beauty Heroes, it was really to take a moment to recognize brands who were putting these initiatives in place and had them in place for a while. I think the origins of the green beauty movement really were coming from this sort of blue place where they wanted to make a positive impact on the planet, on the environment, on consumers' lives, and create companies for good. And I wanted to celebrate and elevate that conversation. And that was really what the first Blue Beauty Awards was about. You and I met in San Francisco, and we talked about like, hey, let's recognize these brands who are doing the hard work. And in the last, I think what has been such a wonderful journey for me has been actually not just the ability to recognize brands, but the ability to learn from them. And that's what the Blue Beauty Awards has been, I think, for Kelly and Deanna. Certainly for me, I can just say I feel very selfish in a way that I get to, hear firsthand, learn firsthand. It's really a great education for what's possible, and get these insights from companies it feel very close to them, and learn from them. And then, the second year in the Blue Beauty Awards was this wonderful opportunity to be able to discuss this very openly, very candidly with Deanna and Kelly, as we really considered brands in a very thoughtful way and really looked at, bringing their experience to the table. They have such really great visibility, depth of experience, and that I learned a lot from that. So that was great. And this year to invite Lorraine, I know will bring more to the table. And so it's been a really great learning process. Hopefully the brands learn something from being involved in the process, and, seeing, I think looking back at the brands that we've recognized over the years, it's a really great way to think about what we're looking for, because the winners, I still feel so connected to each of those decisions.
Yes, exactly. And actually, just to mention that the Blue Beauty podcast was one of the spin-off from the awards. As you say that when we recognize that there is so much learning we can do, we have also launched parallel to the awards, the Blue Beauty webinars and podcasts. And there was so much interesting conversations, which I personally also have learned a lot, and you inspired me actually. About that. But speaking about the first two years of the Blue Beauty Awards, I remember that we were ending up in the end with the finalists of the so many great companies, and it was so difficult actually to choose the winner. And I was like, I didn't know how you did it, but what tell me what helped you to kind of what did you think? What was the important part when you was choosing the winner? Because there are so many great companies. They're all very difficult to say who is the best sometimes. Yeah. But what you're looking at?
It is difficult. I think, we are looking for true innovation. So true innovation is actually, challenging to create and to discover. So there are some really great companies. And I think what we focused on was what are companies really doing that's new, and that we kind of could figure out is really hard to do. They're taking a risk, they're investing, they are, and that it's coming from a very authentic place. You can sense when a founder or when a company is, some of like Beauty Kitchen is a great example where they've been doing what they've been doing for years, and it's like they've been doing it unrecognized for many years. And so, in one hand, it's like, okay, well, they actually innovated years ago. And now it's interesting. And, they've actually got a model that works. Upcircle is another a great example of this, where they've been doing this from the very beginning, and so it's really wonderful to see. Innovation maybe has started years ago, and nobody was interested in it, and
Speaking
now.
About that, do you see like dynamics last years? Do you see the dynamics how it's like the innovations in this? Sustainable.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see what's going to happen this year, because, I think the stakes are getting higher. The challenges, one of the things about having this conversation is like the more you have these conversations, and that's really what my intention is to have these Blue Beauty conversations. The bigger they get, the wider, the more people you're drawing in, and the more normalized kind of going blue is getting. So it's not, I think there's some things where innovation starts to become the norm. Things that were innovative, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, are starting to become more commonplace, and that's what we want. And so finding new ways to innovate is more challenging. And so I think the thing is, one of the things that I really want to get across is that Blue Beauty is not a competition. It's really a team sport. And we, by participating in this, we are all the winners, because if we're all working together and things are coming together and industry is changing to be bluer, we are all the beneficiaries of that. And that's the real prize here. So I think that that's something that I just want to, continue to bring into focus. Companies should want to be a part of this conversation. If you are not, winning an award for Blue Beauty Brand of the Year, but you have learned something, you had an opportunity to really look at your brand or your company and find new ways, or if you looked at the other entrants and sought inspiration, then you really did get something out of it. And that's kind of what's different about this awards, is that we really are all in this together, and that's something that I think we need to continue to focus on as humans on this planet, working together to create better industry collaboratively. So yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing ending. And thank you so much. And we have so many great categories. This year we have one extra category. In addition to zero waste, innovative packaging, and positive environmental impact, we have added a philanthropy, right, category. And of course, there is a general category, Blue Beauty Brand of the Year. Tell us a little bit about philanthropy, this additional new category we have added this year.
Yeah, I think there are just really great, there are some really great giving campaigns that are making a positive impact on the planet. I think one of the things that if you talk to any of, we spoke about it at the last Inacos, right, with the panelists on our Blue Beauty panel. Going blue is not inexpensive. It is an investment, and it is putting the planet over profits. You are taking less profit because you are giving back. You are investing in doing things quite often in a little bit more expensive way. And you are investing in your profits into pushing your company forward for the future. You are really playing the long game for your company and for the environment. And so with philanthropy, it's really, that is a direct way that you are reducing your profits to give back. And so we wanted to sort of recognize companies that are really thoughtful about how they're giving back and working to make a positive impact on the environment and actively investing their money in that.
It's so amazing to recognize that, because often, as you see, that nobody see it. They're investing more. They are really doing something good, and it would be nice to actually to showcase these things. And the last questions today, where would you like to take the Blue Beauty Awards next? What do you think is next after? Like what is the next step or next level? And
Yeah, so at Beauty Heroes, we really recognized that Blue Beauty was bigger than us. And so we are working on a platform that will sit at bluebeauty.com. It should go live towards the end of Q1. And the idea is to really open, to make Blue Beauty broader than the brands at Beauty Heroes. There are amazing Blue Beauty brands, and to build a Blue Beauty Council of people that really are looking at this from all different angles and deciding how we can move this movement in a bigger way and create a bigger conversation and a bigger pond where more people can enter and create like a bigger team for the planet. That's really where the future is. Like I said, this is a team sport, and we need all the players we can get.
I think it's a great timing for that. I think it's the best. You choose the best timing for that, and we are absolutely, the market, I think, is ready for that. So thanks again. And yes, I now in the end, I would like to invite you again, all the new brands who are doing the positive waves for the environmental for environment to nominate yourself to the Blue Beauty Awards. I will have the link for nominations below in this video. So thank you, Jeannie. Thank you for explaining us the judging process and what is the value of the awards. And we will see soon some very interesting companies, and we will invite them to the new Blue Beauty podcast.
You
right?
want to go over the deadlines to enter right now? There's a first
Yes.
deadline in December,
deadline is
final
December
deadline in
20.
February.
Yes. The first deadline is December 20, and this is early deadline. We would like you to nominate it faster. And there will be 20 of January, 20 of February. We have done several steps, next deadlines as well.
Great.
Yes.
Well, I can't wait to see. Please enter. I can't wait to
Yes.
see what we have this year. And thank you so much, Irina. Happy holidays to everyone.
Thank you. Yes, you too. Bye.